United Soccer League Western Conference matchup, Reno 1868 hosting Seattle Sounders 2. John Ramey, Colin Tabor with you. For Reno, it's been a dramatic change. After not being able to win to start the season, they haven't lost in the month of May. Colin, what's been the big difference?
Well, I think Ian Russell has really shored up his back line since leaking a lot of goals earlier in the season. I think the additions of Zach Carroll and Kevin Partita in the starting lineup especially have played a huge role in that.
For Seattle, too, they have some new guys just come down from the big club. What's going to help them, and why are they important? Because they haven't been scoring a lot, just 2 goals in the last 3 matches.
Yeah, Seattle Sounders, too, have struggled as of late scoring goals. I mean, they have Felix Chenkum, who is leading their line, 4 goals in 8 games so far. But the addition of Lamar Nagel and Harry Shipp should be crucial for their attack. I mean, 2 MLS veterans coming into this side.
Chenkum leads Seattle in scoring. How does Reno keep him at bay?
Well, I think Chenkum's the kind of striker who's pretty elusive in the box. He can lose his mark pretty easily and then just finish with. So just make sure that he's not able to slip in between the 2 center backs. A lot of communication between Zach Carroll and Thomas Janjigian. All
right, the Sounders 2 at Reno. We'll have the starting lineups next. Stay with us. .62 degrees, raining, winds out of the north-northwest at 13 miles an hour. But there will be action on the pitch tonight. Let's take a look at the players to watch first for Seattle Sounders 2. Just down from the big club forward, Lamar Nagel.
Yeah, Lamar Nagel, experienced MLS forward, over 200 games in Major League Soccer. He'll be looking to lead the line. Bit of a surprise to not see Felix Chankum there, but it will be Lamar Nagel up top.
Chankum, their leading scorer, that is a surprise, but Nagel the one to watch for Seattle 2. And for Reno, 1868, Paul Marie in the midfield.
Yeah, I think Paul Marie's someone who struggled at the beginning of the season playing as a right back, but since his move into the midfield, he's been fantastic, especially against Sacramento Republic, where he got a goal and an assist.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting side and the Sounders FC 2.
Yeah, with no Sam Rogers or Rodrigue Ele, we see Carter and Narbonne in the back. Carter, an 18-year-old, and Narbonne, orthodox midfielder. Bit of a struggle there for center backs for Seattle Sounders too. Ray Sari, the captain, ahead of them, along with Harry Shipp, who also is an MLS veteran, spending time with Chicago Fire and Montreal Impact, along with the Seattle Sounders.
And for the Sounders, that's a 4-2-3-1 alignment. We'll dig in a little bit more to that as the match proceeds. Meanwhile, for the home side, Reno 1868.
Yeah, Reno 1868 going back to their 4-4-2 diamond that saw so much success last year. Ian Russell kind of strayed away towards a 4-2-3-1. Here we see Zach Carroll and Thomas Janjigian as the center backs. Jordan Morel sliding over to left back where he's traditionally a center back. Kevin Partita will be the lone holding mid here, so he'll be in charge of breaking up all the counterattacks. And we see Antoine Opino and Danny Mazovsky up top together.
Mazovsky in the midfield circle right now, wearing the blue kits for the home side. Seattle Sounders 2 in the traveling white kits. And a little break in the rain. The lights are on, still daylight, and the Hardy faithful are here at Greater Nevada Field. And this USL Western Conference matchup is underway as Reno booms it into the attacking third to the right side, bounding down towards that southeast quadrant. What are they looking to establish early here? Reno's had a lot of success lately.
Yeah, right away I think Reno are going to want to get a foothold in this game, try to get something early. They're going to want to try to put things away early on like they did last year when Seattle 2 came to town. It ended up being a 6-0 win for Reno.
Seattle 2 moving around in the defensive third on the near side, hemmed in near the touchline and losing it was Sari. Now moving laterally on the tack, lost, and Seattle 2 chips it out towards midfield. 0-0 just underway. Bounding ball wide of the midfield circle. Now in the neutral third for the visiting side. This is Hopiao. Roll it back to the near side. And Francis. Here comes Francis. Marked out there by Marie. 0-0, second minute. Roll it to the right side. Seattle 2 bringing it up that forward touch line. It's over the line and off Reno. Quick throw in here for Seattle.
Yeah, and right away we see Waylon Francis and Denzo Ulysses, the two Seattle outside backs, getting up the field, taking their width with how narrow this Reno midfield is.
Ball pin balls out. Here's a left-booted shot on a bounce, knocked down, loose in front, dangerous, and it is cleared away defensively for Reno. That was Carroll who gets it out of there.
Yeah,
slick ball, wet turf.
Yeah, that slick ball threw off JT Marcinkowski there, but Thomas Janzigi had the crucial intervention there to stop Lamar Nagel from getting that crucial poke, and Zach Carroll was able to clear away.
All right, so 0-0 here as we roll towards the third minute. And a stoppage here. They'll get it going from the neutral third in the circle. That is Partita. Now Reno brings it down. Ball skipping through the area on the far side. And that's Callie Brown, 6'6", 200-pound goalkeeper for Seattle.
Yeah, and Callie Brown's been Seattle's main goalkeeper this season. Big boy, he can really frame the whole goal, can really cover everything. He'll be looking for another clean sheet today.
Both goalies have one shutout to their credit. As you see, Marcinkowski gobble that one up and roll it out to the near side of the defensive line. Reno in the blue going left to right. That's west to east here in the first stanza. A little bit of pressure here from the white shirts. Let's see if the blue can work through it. Some nice threading of the needle on the lateral pass, and then coming across is Mafeka.
Yeah, and that's good passing out of the back from Reno before giving it away. But we see both teams pressing high, trying to get in the face of the center backs when they have the ball, trying to force a mistake high up the field in order to get a quick counterattack.
Yeah, here comes Reno on the press there. It's bounced off of the home side. Francis there for Seattle to send it in. 0-0. Make it the 4th minute. One away near midfield. Partita puts it in front. Here's Kasipli moving laterally in front of the circle. Goes to the far side wing, and Morel. Talk about those outside backs coming up. Here's Morel on the attack.
Yeah, Reno aren't going to want to try to force things early. If something's not on, they're going to just look to swing it back to their center backs and Thomas Janzigi and Zach Carroll. Try to go the other way.
Here's a chance in front, and then it's tackled away. Good lateral pursuit there from Sakari Carter to get it out of the area on the near side.
And it looks like the ref will wave a foul for Danny Mazowski there. Judge that he used his body illegally there to pivot off of the Seattle defender.
Reno has it in midfield, rolling it laterally back of the circle in the neutral third. 0-0, 5th minute. Near side, here's Carroll. Out on that wide right side for Richards. Richards hesitating, wings it in there across. Oh, nearly an opportunity. It comes out on the far side. Sliding through there was Antoine.
Yeah, and Brent Richards with that fantastic deep cross into that far post. And Antoine Opino has all the time in the world, but I think he just looks up right before it comes to him, tries to figure out where the goalkeeper is, and completely mishits the ball there. He'll be looking back at that, wishing he got a better connection on there, because that was a golden opportunity early on for Reno.
On the far side of the pitch, Seattle brings it across. They're in the neutral third, just across the halfway line. Now they'll back it up to the defensive line. 0-0 in the 6th minute here at Greater Nevada Field. Francis, between two markers, tries to roll it back, and dispossession. Reno's got it. Little give-and-go effort there, trying to get it back to Marie, who was moving it down into the attack. Now ball into the area right side, and Brown's got it.
Yeah, Paul Marie so far has done a good job pressing Waylon Francis, the Seattle Sounders left back. Him and Brent Richards have been able to win the ball on that right-hand side and try to spring a quick counterattack. Marie's looked pretty comfortable in the midfield since his switch from right back.
Narbonne rolling it back to Brown. Brown booms it out with the right boot. It chips up and is going to be won near the circle by Reno. Roll it up ahead. Here's an opportunity. Brown's got it. So with the pitch wet from the rain, that means things are going to go faster. The ball's going to skip.
Yeah, I think it's an advantage for both teams, really. I think both teams really want to play quick soccer, passing on the ground, which is ideal in these conditions. And
Mafeka goes down into the corner. Excuse me.
And I think Seattle Sounders will be used to weather like this with the amount of rain they get over there. But I think both teams will appreciate these conditions, the nice slick field.
Yeah, it's Northwest-esque here in Reno, downtown Reno. 7th minute, 0-0, throwing going into the area. Head volley comes out to the top at the arc, and it's won away by Seattle. This is Estrada. Angling wide of the circle, and then won back by the Blue Shirts. Here's Carroll, plays it into the Seattle defensive third, and it's rolling over the goal line. And a goal kick here for Brown. Boy, the rain can't keep away the percussion. The atmosphere here is great. The diehards, the faithful.
Yeah, rain or snow, as we saw in the first game of the season with the snow, the Battleborn Brigade will come out in force regardless and get behind this team.
Here come the Sounders too, moving right to left. That's east to west, trying to roll it down to the top of the area, but it's won away by Reno. Here they come back towards the midfield circle. Hesitation move, pushing it to the right side. Nice movement by Marie. It goes down wide of the area right side. Just on the boundary, trying to push it in there, knocked away. Still working that wing. Now in front, Partita. Partita holds it to the top of the area. Bit of a scrum in there, and Seattle 2 has it back.
And look at Partita covering ground. After his misplaced pass, he immediately tries to press the Seattle defenders before getting back into position to press David Estrada in the midfield. And now we see Jordan Morel win it back.
Yeah, he dispossessed Denso Ulysses, the Haitian. It's over the far sideline. 9th minute, 0-0 here at Greater Nevada Field. The rain was falling around kickoff, but it seems to have chilled out for a minute now. We have scattered thunderstorms and precipitation in the forecast through about 8 o'clock. But we're almost there. It's still daylight, nice long spring evening. The lights are on, but it's not dark, and the weather seems to be cooperating now that the match is underway. On the far side, that's Ship. This came down from the big club. In front in the area, pressure, but knocked away. Marcinkowski very composed there. Now comes back down the middle, right at the arc. Once again, won away by Reno.
Yeah, and Kevin Partita is so good at breaking up play in the middle of the field. He's so energetic. He's willing to do the dirty work, put in a tackle to win the ball, and try to spring a counterattack, which is how Reno want to play. They want to win the ball and attack quickly through Antoine Opino and Danny Mazovsky.
Seattle 2 with their longest attacking possession here of the match so far. They've had a good sustained passing effort here in the Reno half. Have they adjusted, or have they just kind of settled into the match?
Well, I think they settled in the match. I think Reno is trying to give them a little possession in areas like this, try to get them to expand more, try to get the fullbacks to push up more, because you would back Danny Mazovsky and Antoine Opino in a 2-on-2.
Here's a cross in front and a shot on the right boot, but it glances wide. That was Nagel.
Yeah, and a good skipping ball from Denso Ulysses there. Puts that ball across, left by Estrada, and Lamar Nagel's able to get a shot before being blocked by Thomas Janjigian.
This is Hines in the northwest quadrant. First corner kick of the match. Nick Hines for Seattle 2. 0-0 in the 11th minute. Seattle with a corner in the Reno defensive third. Left-booted spinning effort, headed out the top of the area, coming out the near side, and a race to it. And look at the closing speed. It's not going to be enough. But a throw in on the near side, Estrada, so quick to that. Estrada, or Ship. Ship circling back towards the neutral third now, and Seattle 2 will push it back to Brown. But they're getting a nice continuity to this attack here that they didn't have in the early minutes.
Yeah, and both teams you can see are trying to pass the ball. They're trying to keep the ball, keep it on the ground, switch the field side to side. I think Reno is getting a little more content trying to sit back and force a turnover, though, as we see right there with the poor giveaway from Carter. But Brent Richards isn't able to find Opino's run with that header.
Seattle 2 again with possession. They chip it to the center. It's headed into the area, bouncing once, race for right side, down near the goal line. Marcel was marking there, and now it's bounced back out. Excuse me, Morel was marking there, and now won away by Reno on the near side. Richards plays it for the halfway line. Richards barreling through, trying to keep it in play. Cannot. Boy, he's flying around right now.
Yeah, Brent Richards, he's really trying to defend on the front foot. He reads that pass into Waylon Francis's feet, is able to try to get in front of it, defend on the front foot to try and win and counterattack quickly. As we see Reno are really trying to push that style early on in this game.
0-0, 13th minute. And 1868 throwing it in on the near side. Throwing it down into the attacking third. Hemmed in along the line there is Opino. Down near the corner. And a foul. Well, let's see. Foul. Oh, handsy.
Yeah, he's got the hands. He's got his hands into the back there. Might be a little soft, but understandable.
You know, you can call it either way. I mean, letter of the law, right? All right, here's Seattle 2 on the attack, and a ball rolling wide of the area. Look at the speed. They're unable to keep it in. Was Hines, but a great close to the goal line near side.
Yeah, and Hines is someone to watch out for. He's so quick trying to get in behind that back line, and when he does have the ball on his feet, he's a great dribbler. He'll take people on. He's such a direct and quick winger.
Hines, one of many young members of this Seattle 2 side. He's out of Akron, a traditional college power. He's a zip. All right, here's Reno. Passing it back in front of the area. Boomed out right foot. Floating ball over the midfield circle. One back by Partita in that circle. Kasipli's right there. Kasipli rolls it right side. Nice little heel pass to the wing. Richards wide of the area. Richards sends it in. Banged out far side. Reno throws in down deep on the near side.
Yeah. And we can start to see Seth Kasipli, who's starting the game on the left side of the diamond. He's starting to tuck in closer to Kevin Partita. And I think Paul Marie has gone over to the left side. I think it's a change in formation early on for Ian Russell into a 4-2-3-1 shape, the same shape as Seattle Sounders. So maybe trying to match them man for man, make sure that Kevin Partita is not too isolated.
So he goes away from the diamond. Meanwhile, Mafeka kind of busts up that pass, but Seattle manages to push it out to the neutral third. Estrada.
Or I could be wrong, because Seth Kasipli's now gone back to the left side and Paul Marie's gone back to the right.
Left side, here comes the attack for 1868. And a foul? Yeah. Outside of the area.
Yeah, and Sakari Carter has his hands all over Opino here, pulls him down. Opino sells a little bit, but definitely a foul, and right outside the box.
It's about 19, 20 yards out.
Yeah, good opportunity for a Reno free kick, presumably from Seth Kasipli. Seeing this as a shot ideally for a right-footed player.
All right, set piece just beyond the area, left wing. 16th minute, 0-0.
Yeah, a bit of a tough angle here. I think Seth Kasipli is going to try to drive it into the far post. Look for the head of either Zach Carroll or Thomas Janjigian.
Hopia trying to form the wall there. Sorry, directing traffic. Let's call it 20 yards out, the far corner of the area. The official, Lucas Spala, making sure everybody's situated. That's Kasipli all alone. Kasipli sends it in. Punched away by Brown.
Brown with a crucial intervention there. A great floated ball to the far post from Seth Kasipli. Looking for Thomas Janjigian's run. He loses Waylon Francis so well, but Kale Brown comes up huge there.
That's a major league effort right there. I mean, really nice touch. All right, corner kick, southeast quadrant for Reno. Kasipli, right boot, swings it in there. Headed once, headed twice, coming out the top. Reno's after it on the far side. All right, on the far side touchline, here's Marie. Marie squirts it up high, and that's over the goal line. Corner kick coming here. That's the northeast quadrant. Second corner in a minute here. 0-0, 17th minute. Reno in the attacking third. Here's Kasipli. He's going to use that right boot. It swung away from the goal when he was on the south side. It'll swing in towards the goal here with a right boot. Bangs it in there up high as Brown in front of the crossbar to snare it away from danger.
Yeah, Kyle Brown using his height there to easily catch that with Danny Mazowski drifting towards that far post. That's who Seth Kasipli was looking for there.
That's why you have a 6'6" goalie. You can get up, take it away from everybody.
Yeah, being that big, it's pretty easy to deal with those crosses.
You got to be tall, but you also have to be strong because there's a bunch of bodies in there. On a bounce and going right side and over the line. Excuse me.
And you also have to be quick. So much of being a goalkeeper is those first two steps, having the agility to be able to get into those positions to claim across.
That's Marcinkowski at the spot, rolling it out to the defensive line. Reno bringing it out of the Defensive third, right-booted chip over the over the circle rather. Here they come spinning right side, at the top. Bounced once, now Richards heads it, racing after it near side. Marie, Richards and Marie. Richards in there with Francis, one away. Mafeka on the boundary of the area, and throw in for 1868 down very deep. Here's Marie. Yeah, he'll give way to Richards.
Brent Richards and Paul Marie, once again, when they lose that ball from Waylon Francis, they press him so quickly and force the error and are able to keep the ball high up the field.
Scoreless in the 19th. Reno throwing it in down deep. Here's the heave. Nobody really there to challenge Brown that time.
Yeah, I think Brent Richards was looking for a near post run there. Try to get a little flick before it came to the goalkeeper, but no one made the run, and it's easy catch.
Sidewinding effort by Janjigian on the left boot, sends it back out to the midfield line, and one by Partita, sends it across, pass back in front of the circle, down goes the attacking member of 1868, and down, and let's see. That's Masovsky.
Yeah, Mazovsky just skips past Francisco Narbonne there. Narbonne comes in a little late to the challenge. Now Reno have another set piece opportunity, albeit from a much further distance.
40 or so, middle of the pitch.
They like to play it quick here.
Mafeka. Carroll. Return pass from Kasipli to Carroll. Richards in the fray. Comes to the middle. Partita has it knocked away. Seattle 2 responding. Estrada challenged by Partita. Unloads. Now gets it back. 21st minute and scoreless.
Good pressing again from Reno to win the ball. This time Danny Mazoscu finds Marie. Narbonne with the crucial intervention.
On the right side wing, here's Marie. Boy, except for that one little 3-minute stretch, 1868 has had the advantage in possession and attacking. There's a challenge on the right side. Goal line in front and through the 6-yard box. And it's kept in play on the far side. That's Morel.
Opino so dangerous in the corner there against Narbonne. Skips past him. Puts in a good low ball, but no one runs onto it. Now we have another free kick for Reno 1868.
Yeah, Partita took a shot. This one in close. 22nd minute, 0-0. Left of the arc. Far side.
Yeah, I think Kasipli will look for the similar type of ball he played earlier. I mean, a little more central, so it's harder to get that bended ball into the far post. But he's going to try to just clip it over the defense and find Zach Carroll and Thomas Janjigian's head once again.
About 28 yards out, left to center. One, two, three, four player wall there. Rolled to the arc, give and go. And one away. Marie's after it, though. He's got it back. Kasipli to Marie. Corner left. One away. Dispossession from Nagel.
Yeah, I tried to be a little more clever there with that. Marie tries to find Mafeka just a little bit behind him on his run. But with all the Seattle players stacked up in the far post waiting for the cross, that could have been a nice play from Reno.
So 0-0 in the 23rd, and here's Seattle moving it laterally on the boundary of the defensive and the neutral third, behind the halfway line. In the circle, this is Sari. Astride the halfway line, it's Ship. Ship sends it down into the area, far side, and it's one away outside of the area.
So cool under pressure from JT Marcinkowski. Not sure if it's outside the box or not, just skips past the press there from Denzo Ulysses.
I mean, you see so many goalies act like they're on ice skates when they get outside of the area, not him.
Yeah, so many goalkeepers would have just cleared that in for a throw-in just to regroup, but he's so comfortable in possession.
Sent in, but headed away. Francis sent that in with a left boot, but it's headed out, and it's going to roll over the touchline on the near side, and it's a throw-in just across halfway for Seattle 2. In the Reno half, scoreless in the 24th.
Yeah, Reno's press starting to draw back more and more, now giving them even past the half line before they're starting to confront the ball.
Pushed in front, one away. They were trying to set up Nagel in there, but the 1868 defense kind of clamped down on him quickly. Now a battle forward to the neutral third. High arcing ball in the circle, headed across, won by Seattle near side. This is Hines. Now Estrada from the halfway line, chips it to the far side. In front, right at the top of the area, Nagel pushes it to the far side touchline, and it's sent over the line back out near halfway. Here comes Seattle. Far side of the area, pass off the mark for Nagel in the corner. And Reno throws it in down deep in their defensive third on the far side. 25th minute and scoreless.
Yeah, Seattle once again sending both their fullbacks pretty high up. They're trying to take advantage of the wide gaps left by Reno with such a narrow formation in the midfield, which is the 4-4-2 diamond. Trying to get their fullbacks up, stretch the team, and then try to go central in the channels to Nagel. But Reno's dealing well with it so far.
Seattle reversing it to the near side as the rain returns. They were going to the far side of the pitch. Now they've come back to the midfield circle. Send it across to the far side. Still on the attack for Seattle 2. Sent in right side. Headed away. Comes back to Estrada in the arc. Trying to settle it down. Estrada's got it back, retreating. Extended possession here again for Seattle 2. On the near side, Francis. Left-booted ball to the far side and over the line. Goal kick coming here for 1868, scoreless in the 26th. Colin Tabor, John Ramey pinch hitting for Alex Margulies. We had a little bit of rain right at kickoff. It's held off. There was a bit of a sprinkle in that last Seattle possession. But now some clear skies appearing over the northwestern horizon as 1868 attacks west to east here. Here is Marie, but a sliding effort by Brown to put out the fire.
Yeah, excellent little reverse pass from Brent Richards to find Paul Marie's run behind the Seattle defense, but Brown is alert off his line and is able to gobble it up. Clever movement from Paul Marie there.
Estrada draws two defenders and then pushes it to Francis near side. Left-booted ball from Francis into the area, headed back. Good defensive anticipation by Janjigian. Janjigian's really stopped a lot of entry passes, it feels like.
Janjigian, who hasn't had a lot of time with Reno 1868 here in his second season, he's stepped in and been fantastic. I mean, normally we see the center back partnership of Brenton Griffiths and Jordan Morel. Brenton Griffiths hasn't seen the field since his red card here against Colorado Springs Switchbacks. And Janjigian and Zach Harrell are holding down the line well.
Francis sends it in, but it's snared by Marcinkowski, and he booms it out with the right boot, sends it to the far touch line, and too long.
And of course, James Kiffey, the normal left back for Reno 1868, also out. So Jordan Morel, who always plays as a center back this season, spent about half and half time last year, either center back or left back, will slide in as a left back. Captain of Reno 1868 since Jimmy Ockford's departure to San Jose Earthquakes.
Francis moves it laterally along the touchline and a retreating pass to Narbonne. Seattle possession, 28th minute. Scoreless at Greater Nevada Field.
I'm surprised to see Reno sitting back so much after so much early success from pressing the ball.
Yeah, they were really coming hard early, and they've kind of gone away from that.
Yeah, and they're allowing Seattle to swing the ball side to side, stretch their defense, and try to get those crosses in.
And those lateral passes, swinging it builds confidence, builds momentum, builds possession.
see there, Zach Carroll is able to step up and win that ball, and now Reno have possession again.
Janjigian behind halfway with a left boot. Tries to zip it down into the attacking third, but a chest trap. And the other way for Seattle 2. Here's an advancing dribble. Knocked away. And a foul.
Yeah, and Jordan Morrell wins the ball there, but looks like he catches Hopiau on his trailing foot, so the referee gives a foul there.
Well, Hopiau had a head of steam, so might not be the least professional foul you see.
Yeah, Hopiau definitely had momentum over Jordan Morrell there.
Here's Estrada into the area, right side. Estrada tries to center it up. Nagel's in there, rolls away Morrell. Morrell sends it up the far touchline. Seattle extended possession now in the neutral third again. They have really gained a lot of rhythm in their attack in the last handful of minutes here.
Yeah, and they're expanding the field so much. Both fullbacks pushing up, finding Harry Shipp and Ray Sari in the middle, who are so comfortable in possession, are able to swing the ball side to side before trying to find numbers in the box, the likes of David Estrada and Lamar Nagel.
Yeah, I would say the word you use there that's key is comfortable. When Reno was pressing early, Seattle 2 not comfortable. Now they look like they've settled in. They feel very comfortable with what they're trying to do. They haven't had a ton of chances, but they've just had extended possessions as we're scoreless in the 30th.
And they've had a lot of dangerous crosses that have been dealt with very well by Zach Carroll and Thomas Janjigian.
Yeah.
But with the amount of service being put in by Seattle Sounders, you have to think Lamar Nagel, with as much experience as he has, is going to be able to get on the end of one or two of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. There haven't been great chances, but there have been good balls. Here comes Reno. Crossing to the near side, way out there in the corner. Openo sends it, but wide of the post, into the net. Goal kick coming here for Sounders 2.
Yeah, and Openo really just hasn't been able to find his rhythm yet tonight. He had a chance early on to grab a goal, and then there and again, bit of a poor cross into the side netting after Reno are finally able to get a counterattack after being stuck in their own half for the last 10 or 15 minutes.
Here comes a blazing attack across the halfway from Sari. Sari rolls it through the arc, right side. Here's trouble. Hopiau with a shot that's knocked down. Fine play. Well, you mentioned the defenders have been dealing well with the attacks from Seattle 2. Marcinkowski has as well.
Yeah, Marcinkowski's done well so far. He had a bit of a nervy moment early on with the drop shot, but he's been able to deal with that since then. Made some huge catches off crosses and a great save there from Hopiau's shot.
0-0 as we approach the 32nd. Here's a one-bounce snare in the area by Brown. He rolls it out. Here's Sari from the midfield, rolling it to the right side.
Yeah, and with how high Seattle are pressing, especially in the midfield, Reno are really trying to get behind early, trying to find the quick counterattack and be pretty direct with their play. Oh, Mafeka has a shot there.
Now Richards tries to send it in, banged over the near side touchline throw in for 1868. Floating ball to the far side. Marie's after it. Marie keeps it in. Rolls it back out to the neutral third, Morrell. Select is the official soccer ball of the USL as Reno comes down to the goal line left side and over the line. We'll tell you again, Select is the official ball of the USL. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportsamerica.com. Receive free shipping on orders over $50. We're scoreless in the 33rd. The Seattle attack has settled into this match. Reno right there had some good looks. You liked what Mafeka had for a moment.
Yeah, Mafeka, I think he had an option to play Openo through there, elected to take a shot under his weaker right foot. It was blocked well by Carters, but we want to see Mafeka on the ball. People want to see Mafeka being dangerous, taking people on, because that's what he does so well. And Mafeka's been a little bit absent today, I think, so far.
Sorry through the circle, goes to the right side. Topiao comes back in front. Sorry tries to weave through Kasipli, and Kasipli takes it away. Now here's Marie at halfway, 4-touch line, attacking for Reno. Marie rolls it in front. Kasipli at the arc. He pushes it right side. Chipped out of there on the near side. Little bit out of rhythm for Hopino.
Yeah, just a miscommunication there between him and Danny Mazowski. Opino feels like Mazowski's going to make that near post run while Mazowski goes the opposite way, and a bit of an exchange of words between the two. Yeah, just not finding their chemistry so far tonight, Opino and Mazowski.
Only the 34th minute. You know, it's funny, chemistry in an attack also has a lot to do with the fatigue of a defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's a little too early for that, you know?
Yeah, in this altitude, Seattle could end up struggling in the second half, especially with Francisco Narbonne is not a center back. He's playing there with the absence of Sam Rogers and Rodrigue Ele, but him and Sakori Carter, they could have their moments of a mistake that Opino and Mazowski will pounce on.
Scoreless in the 35th. Carroll from the circle sends it into the attacking third, banged away from the area and won back by Seattle in their half. Topiao brings it across. Marie is marking him. Now they'll try to reverse it. Here's this great reversal action.
And now we're seeing that 4-2-3-1 switch with Opino sliding to the right side, Seth Kasipli sitting next to Kevin Partita, and Paul Marie going to the left. Bit of a change in formation to deal with the amount of possession Seattle have.
Airborne right-booted ball from Sari to the right side. Topiao for Seattle comes back to Sari in front of the circle, rolls it into the circle.
Especially with how well Seattle's using their width, Opino is now going to try to track that run of Waylon Francis and Paul Marie on the other side with Denzo Ulyssi.
Narbonne's pass taken away. Mafeka rolls it right side. A race forward in the corner. This is Rusovsky, and it's over the line near side. It'll be a throw-in for 1868 in the attacking third on the near side.
Yeah, good run from Mazowski, but great tackle there from Carter. Stop Mazowski's run. I think Reno's trying to be a little too direct. I would have liked to seen them try to go the opposite way when Danny Mazowski drags both Narbonne and Carter away from that left-hand side when Paul Marie's making a good run.
Richards bodies in and is called for a foul as he crashes into Hines there. Seattle starts it in their own end. Scoreless in the 36th. And another foul on 1868 in the neutral third. Well, for Seattle, too, scoring's been an issue. They won on the 14th of April. They've had a draw and 2 losses since then, and a total of 2 goals in those 3 matches.
Yeah, I think with the addition of Lamar Nagel, Seattle are really trying to push for more goals in this game. I mean, they've looked dangerous so far. I mean, not a lot of clear-cut chances, but very dangerous play.
Mafeka on the boundary of the attacking third, now moves to the center, rolls it to the arc. Marie's shot clangs away. Estrada swipes it to the far side. Seattle counters. Accelerating dribble on the far side across halfway. Banged off one of the blue shirts over the halfway line to the far side. That one was off of Morel. Throw in the neutral third on the far side. .38th minute and scoreless. Francis near side just across the halfway line. Seattle 2 in the white kits. Reno 1868 in the azules.
Seattle once again swinging the ball side to side, looking for openings, trying to stretch this Reno team laterally.
Ball sent over the circle to the near side for Francis. Yeah, it's a lateral possession passing game on the back line here, almost hypnotic in nature. But it has allowed Seattle 2 to maintain long possessions. And it's also, I don't know if it's led to, but Reno's less assertive now defensively because of it.
Yeah, I think when you don't have the ball for that long, it's hard to defend on the front foot. And when you do win it, you want to attack so quickly. I think they're being too direct when they do win the ball.
Sorry from the arc, rolls it in. It caroms back out, and now Mafeka the other way. Mafeka with a left boot to the circle.
Here's an excellent opportunity for a counterattack.
Kasipli sends it right side. Richards. Openo. Not Carroll astride the halfway line, sends it into the circle. Back end.
I think good decision from Openo there not to try to force an across when Seattle had numbers back. I think Reno need to have a little more possession, be a little more comfortable on the ball to be able to find their openings, much like Seattle are doing.
But you said earlier, 1868 needs to be a little less direct, maybe.
Yeah, I think they're being very direct right now. I think they're just trying to go straight to goal.
Openo from the arc. In the area, Mafeka!
Looks like Mafeka just drifted into an offside position, but great work there from Reno, finding those openings.
Let's see. Yeah.
He's pretty far offside there, about a yard or two. But Openo is able to get the ball to feet and to turn. That's from not being so direct, from swinging it side to side a little bit first and then finding the opening where Openo could play that clever ball to Mafeka. Better from Reno there, and now they're starting to step higher. Now they're starting to feel a little bit more confidence going forward.
Even though it's waved off due to the offside, look at all the blue shirts now across halfway, 8 of them.
Yeah, and that's what they needed. Starting to drop off again, but gave them a little bit more momentum to try to get a goal leading into halftime.
Yeah, maybe an amuse-bouche for the 1868 attack. Here comes Seattle, though. Very competent counter here. Physical play on the far side. Morrell trying to win it away on the touchline. A scramble for it. There's the whistle, and the foul is on Reno.
Yeah, and Jordan Morrell and Ian Russell both are not happy about that call.
Well, now conversation. It's Lucas Zbala.
Ian Russell,
referee talking to the head coach.
Ian Russell's never afraid to give the referee a piece of his mind.
Opportunity here, about 35 yards out, far touchline for Seattle 2. Scoreless into the 42nd. Hooked in with the left boot. Headed up once, twice, chipped up now. Scrum for it, Estrada's after it, but headed out, comes to the top, back of the arc. Sorry. Heel pass to himself, rolls it back to the circle, and Francis. Francis chips it in with a left boot.
And Jordan Morrell, after going up with a challenge with Lamar Nagel, was struggling there. Might have gotten an elbow to the face, but referee doesn't stop play.
Kasipli sends it over near side. Openo across the halfway line into the attacking third for Reno. Openo on the right side has reinforcements but moves laterally. Back of the arc. Return pass to the arc. Now Mafeka. Right side Richards. Shot punched up over the crossbar by Brown, and a corner coming.
Yeah, and Reno once again getting a little more confident in possession. Openo brings it inside. Good exchange from Paul Marie and Seth Kasipli, and Mafeka finds a fantastic ball to Brent Richards, and Brent Richards cannons his shot off the crossbar.
Didn't touch Brown, so a goal kick. It just hit the crossbar. Morrell, another physical dispossession, wins it near halfway. Carroll. Scoreless in the 43rd. Possession, Seattle in the defensive third. That's Carter. Up to halfway. Now a little reverse action, rolling it in front. Carroll steps in front of the pass, headed towards the arc.
Oh, well done from Carroll there, who's been fantastic in this first half with another intervention. Now we have, but an intervention of his own there.
But Mafeka had the vision there with Marie coming on. Mafeka's starting to kind of feel his way a little bit more here.
Yeah, Mafeka wants the ball to his feet. It's so important for him to be able to get the ball. He's so good at protecting it and trying to make things happen.
Francis falls down, gets up, puts it with the left boot across and over the line.
Oh, and a great ball there from Waylon Francis. Lamar Nagel could have thrown himself at that. Just hung across that line, and Lamar Nagel just watches it go by. A little bit out of his reach, but you feel like he could have made an attempt for that.
Get a player's perspective of all the action around the USL every Wednesday as the Tampa Bay Rowdies' Jack Blake hosts the Blake Down on the USL YouTube channel. Blake Down. Conference here between the referee and one of the officials on the line. So we'll wait here for Lucas Spalla to sort it out. We'll tell you that the USL's official Twitter feed keeps you up to date with news, live game updates, and highlights from around the league 24/7. Follow at USL on Twitter.
Oh, and the yellow card for Lamar Nagel.
Ooh.
You have to think it was for, the only incident I can think of was the elbow into Jordan Morel, which the center referee did not see, but apparently the linesman did, unless I missed something else.
Well,
that's what I assume it is, at least.
I got to tell you, that was a little bit back in the action. It's a little bit far behind in the logbook, but there it is. All right, 45th minute. 0-0. Openo, right side. Boundary of the area, pushed over on the near side. Goal kick.
Oh, and it looks like it took a touch off Narbonne last. Linesman decides Narbonne kicked it off of Openo's toe for it to go over the line, though.
Yeah.
Definitely felt like a corner kick to me.
Yeah, I was reacting to the indication, but I was also a little surprised. Here's Brown. I'll add a minute here at the end of the first stanza. Brown booms it away, a floating, soaring effort over the midfield circle, headed down towards the Reno area, and handled cleanly there by Marcinkowski. Carroll takes it on the near side from Janjigian. Carroll rolls it across on the near side. Richards dashing down to the corner right. Richards, and that is over the goal line far side corner coming here, southeast quadrant.
Looks like the referee actually waved a foul there on Brent Richards before it crossed the line. Oh, maybe not.
Corner. Southeast quadrant. Stoppage time, end of the first half here. Scoreless. Kasipli with the right boot that swings away from the goal. A low liner and a volley. Whoa, cleared off the line. What a play.
Oh, Brent Richards strikes that so well to end the first half. But huge from Seattle there to block that. Great strike from Brent Richards, but David Estrada makes a huge play to end the half.
So 1868 with perhaps their best opportunity of the half, but it's turned away. Really good corner effort there from Kasipli to set up Richards, but they are denied. And scoreless at the intermission, and a little bit of conversation at the end of action here. So 45 minutes, history at Greater Nevada Field. Reno 1868, Seattle 2, 0-0. Stay with us.
Hey soccer fans, I'm Courtney Hudson here with Reno 1868 FC, and this is your look around the league. As we close off week 10 of the regular season, teams are continuing to fight and a tight gap still remains within the top teams in the USL Western Conference. Only a few points separate the top teams, with Real Monarchs FC leading the conference with 22 points and Phoenix Rising following close behind with 21. Here's a look at the games played earlier this week. On Wednesday, 2 games took place in the Eastern Conference. Bethlehem Steel FC defeated New York Red Bulls 2 3-0, and Atlanta United 2 defeated Toronto FC 2 5-4. And in the Western Conference on Friday, Portland Timbers 2 defeated LA Galaxy 2 7-3. We're going to take a look at some of the top storylines of this week. Efrain Alvarez became the youngest player in USL history to record a hat trick for LA Galaxy's 6-3 win over St. Louis FC. He was named USL Player of the Week this Tuesday. Only 4 teams are undefeated in their past 5 matches. Charleston Battery, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, Phoenix Rising, and Reno are all on a hot streak. Open Cup play is underway with several USL clubs advancing to the 3rd round. Reno won in resounding 7-3 fashion on Wednesday. That's your look around the league for this week. Enjoy the second half of the game here at Greater Nevada Field.
Drogba blast, and what a world-class goal that is from Didier Drogba.
But they've found the path through, and it's a good ball to the back post. Gordon Wild's there, and what a strike from the German on the volley. Absolutely fantastic.
Howard curls it in. Oh, what a strike from the captain! Carl Howard curls it in, top corner. A lead there for Brown. Oh, Brown just couldn't fit it behind that last defender. Still a chance that's there, and a goal. Reno has leveled. Dania, more space here. The rim is in! Jesus Enriquez with an epic curler. Saved by Mizell and cleared.
Rush, stutter step, Cavalluzzo! Edge with a massive stop.
It's absolutely ideal.
And to the opposite end, Reno now with an opportunity, save from Serta.
To chase, just about getting there is Frater. He'll have an opportunity into the penalty area for 3, Frater! And a fantastic save produced by Matt Van Oekel.
Cabana Uso into the game, breaking away, takes a shot, and Ferrigno pushes it just wide.
Halftime here at Greater Nevada Field. Colin Tabor, John Ramey with you. And it is Seattle Sounders 2 and Reno 1868 0-0. A little bit of rain right at the start of the match. And then it stopped, and now it's just partly cloudy. It's clear, it's 60 degrees. It is pleasant. And Colin, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty evenly matched first half. There was a lot to it. There were some plot twists. There were some formation adjustments. There were some differences in how the attacks went, what the defenses wanted to do, and there were some great ripples really in that match.
Yeah, I think Ian Russell was worried about how much Seattle's fullbacks were getting forward. Switched to a 4-2-3-1, allow Paul Marine, Antoine Opino to be able to cover those runs. Just left Danny Mazovsky a little isolated, but once Reno stopped playing so direct, they started to create some great chances of their own. But possession's been all Seattle, 61% for that in favor of S2. Reno just trying to play on the counter.
There was a great chance at the end of the first half. Kasipli to Richards. It didn't materialize. How do you think Reno has attacked from the corner so far in this match?
Yeah, opportunity for a couple set pieces, both from free kicks and corners. One early on featured a great save from Brown to stop a Janjigian header. And otherwise, I mean, the one great corner chance, as we talked about, the very last kick of the game, Seth Kasipli put in a great low ball in for Brent Richards, and Brent Richards got fantastic contact on it, just tried to send it to the far post, but David Estrada, the big clearance there to leave it scoreless at halftime. You imagine when that goes in, both team talks drastically change.
Couple of yellow cards issued to Seattle too in the 16th minute. It was Sakari Carter, and then in the 45th minute, and that one really caught our attention, Lamar Nagel. The physicality of the match, though, has not really hijacked the narrative. I don't think it's been a particularly physical match through the first 45 minutes. I'm curious if that may change as fatigue comes in, as we talked about, and also the desperation of the second half.
Yeah, a couple late tackles, especially early on, and for Reno to be able to get opportunities from free kicks, and then late challenges on the other end. I think it's been a pretty even, hard-fought game. I mean, Seattle's controlling the ball really well. Reno have their moments when they counter very effectively. Reno's defensively have been fantastic. I mean, Zach Carroll and Thomas Janjigian in particular have dealt with the threat of Lamar Nagel that we spoke about in 200 MLS games. Just such a veteran in the league, now dropping down to USL, get some minutes. But they've dealt with it well.
This is speculation, but Felix Chenkum in the second half, I mean, he's kind of the X factor, right? He's their leading goal scorer. He was not in the starting 11. He's a dark horse.
Yeah, you have to imagine Felix Chenkum will come in at some point. Maybe it means Lamar Nagel slides to the left, where I've seen him more playing as a left winger than as the central striker. So maybe we'll see something like that at the expense of someone like Zach Hines or Shandon Hopiau, who haven't seen a lot of action so far as compared to the fullbacks overlapping them, Waylon Francis and Denzel Ulysses, who have seen the bulk of the action in the wide areas. So I would see that sub happening in the second half.
All right, let's, although it's scoreless, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
Here we are early on in the game. Waylon Francis has a hard low shot and kind of skips off of JT Marcinkowski's boot, but Zach Carroll and Thomas Janjigian dealt with it well. And then here is that great deep ball from Brent Richards. Openo runs onto it. And we see more deep crosses from Brent Richards. He got up and down the field a lot this half.
Yeah, Richards had a solid 45 minutes. I thought Marie also was very effective, but Francis was in the thick of things for Seattle throughout the entire first half.
Yeah, for good or bad, Waylon Francis was definitely in the thick of things. Lost the ball a few times early on off the pressure of Paul Marie and Brent Richards, but since then was able to get up the field and put in some fantastic crosses. There's a reason Costa Rica called him up for the 2014 World Cup. Fantastic left back.
Marcinkowski had to deal with some point-blank shots on goal, and saw him handle one handily there earlier. We've also seen Brown very effective. This was an offside goal that was waved off from Mafeka, who started a bit tentatively in this match, but started to assert himself as the first half progressed, as you see Mafeka creating something here as well.
Yeah, I think Mafeka's grown into this game. You see some great little layoff for Brent Richards near the end of the first half. Brent Richards take the shot off the crossbar. And then here, the last kick of the game, Seth Kasipli finds Brent Richards near post run. Low ball across, and Brent Richards gets good contact on it, but David Estrada makes the block.
All right, so it's 0-0 here at the intermission. Now remember, coming up on the 26th of May, that is 1 week from today, San Antonio FC comes to Greater Nevada Field in USL action. And then on the road, Saturday, June 2nd at OKC Energy. So you have the midweek, and then you have the league match 1 week from tonight. So chances to come out to Greater Nevada Field and see 1868. Are you seeing through the first 45 minutes the characteristics that have grown from Reno through the disappointing April to the successful May? Are you seeing the successful May iteration of the side?
Defensively, yes, absolutely. Zach Carroll and Thomas Janjigian have done so well to keep a clean sheet so far, dealing with the threat of Lamar Nagel. And they've been defensively solid, haven't let in gaps despite Seattle controlling so much of the ball. And I think that's what Ian Russell's really turned around, is their defensive solidity. We've seen with the amount of clean sheets they've had, along with the better record in May.
Now, 1868 was the scoringest team in the league a season ago. Is that firepower there? Are there adjustments you want to see in the second half to harness that? Or is it just a case of, to use a phrase that's widely distributed in sports these days, do they have to trust the process?
Well, I think Danny Mazowski's a little isolated up top. I think he's not the type of striker to be able to either get in behind the defense using pace or hold up the ball using strength. He's very much a striker who will take his chances, but he needs players around him to be able to create those chances. So I think Paul Marie, since he slid to the left wing, has been a little less effective. I thought he was fantastic while Reno was still using the 4-4-2 diamond, but since he's gone to the left wing, he's a little less effective. I think introducing someone like Jerry Van Avek or Duke LaCroix, someone who can run at the Seattle defense and try to make things happen, maybe more of a direct, pacey winger, could benefit Reno at some point if they don't score. I mean, the trade-off would be that they wouldn't be able to do the defensive work that Paul Marie does on that left-hand side. So I think Ian Russell will try to persist with what he's doing for right now.
For Seattle 2's head coach John Hutchinson, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It looks like Antoine Openo is out of his kit, so maybe a halftime sub here for Reno 1868.
We'll definitely keep an eye on that, as Openo was really the tip of the spear throughout the first 45 minutes. What about Coach John Hutchinson for Seattle 2?
Yeah, for John Hutchinson from S2, I think it's more of the same. I think they've been fantastic in possession, swinging the ball side to side. But here we see the introduction to Jerry Van Avek, who's going to slot in on that wing and try to take people on.
So Van Avek checks in as Openo is off. Van Avek from Orange County FC. So we'll see if this changes things for the home side. Reno in blue, Seattle in white. 1868 will attack east to west, right to left from our vantage point here in the second stanza.
And two substitutions, actually. Jerry Van Avek, Van Wolfgang on the back of his shirt will come in, along with Brian Brown. So definitely more offensive firepower. Danny Mazowski will be the one subbed out for Brian Brown. I think Ian Russell's going to be hoping that Brown's hold-up play will be able to get them to counterattack a little better, because Danny Mazowski was a little isolated, which isn't his strong suit. Brian Brown will be able to battle the Seattle defenders, be able to use his physical presence to be able to hold up the ball and allow runners through. Where Danny Mazowski, as good as he is in front of goal, he just doesn't quite have that skill set.
Seattle kicks off. On the near side, weaving move from Ulysses down into the corner right. And over the near side line. Boy, the Battleborn Brigade really going now. They were rewarded for their perseverance through the precipitation in the first half. And now the atmosphere really cooking here.
Yeah, great atmosphere this Saturday night in Reno. Just looking at the stands, the most I've seen so far this season.
Hear the announcement of Van Avek here in the public address. So Brown 99, Van Avek 22 into the match. In blue. Seattle possession. Neutral third, just across the halfway line. This is Sari working against Mafeka. Cross in front of the circle. Estrada's pass deflected, rolling laterally, and won back by Reno on the near side. Good play there. Ulysses knocked it away. There comes Hines, stopping. Check that. That was Hopiao. Now back to Estrada. Sorry from in front of the circle goes left side. Just into the attacking third. Francis sweeps it outside of the area left. Francis again. Back out in front. Carter. Patient possession.
And that's what Seattle did so well in the first half. Being patient on the ball, looking for their openings. Reno once again sitting back a little bit. Jerry Van Avik and Paul Marie, the two wingers. Paul Marie now sliding back to the right-hand side. Oh, but almost a poor giveaway there from Carter. Mafeka tries to pounce onto it, but Brown clears it away. Reno are able to push their lines up. That's a bit of a gift.
A gift throw-in down deep on the far side of the attacking third for the Azules. Richards retreating pass across the halfway line, send it back to the defensive line. That's Janjigian. Sends it laterally to the near side. This is Janjigian, excuse me. That was Carroll. Janjigian, left-booted ball, chip from halfway, back spinner to the top of the area. Header comes to the near side. This is Brown. Brown. Circuitous dribble, now pushes it in front. Maybe a little give and go there from Mafeka to Brown. Chest trap in front of the area. Brown feeling his way. Brown draws three markers. That's a handball. Inadvertent, apparently. Now, sorry. Clangs it off Brown through the circle. Bandied about in the neutral third. And Reno's got it. Kasipli out the front of the circle for Brown. Brown wins it away. In front of the area. Moves laterally to the center. Mafeka in the arc. Pushed off his line there.
And right away, we see how effective Brian Brown is at holding up the ball. He's able to use his strength, draw in defenders, and make space for Lindo Mafeka. 2 or 3 times in that little exchange. Mafeka's able to skip past Narbonne. Narbonne gives away a foul in a dangerous, dangerous spot.
I mean, this is 20 yards out. This is from the arc.
This is about as close you can get without it being a penalty. There'll be a few players licking their lips at this one. I imagine Jerry Van Avik will be the one who wants to take it the most, though.
49th minute, 0-0. This may not even be 29. This might, or 20 rather. This might be 19 yards. It's right at the top of the area.
Good central location. Van Avik can decide to either put it over the wall or put it keeper side, bend it into that far right post. But Lindo Mafeka will be looking at it.
Third yellow card issued to the Seattle side. Mafeka and Van Avik. The referee, Lucas Spala. 22, Van Avik. Where's Van Wolfgang? Here it is with the right boot right into the wall, and it rolls away.
Yeah, and from this distance, he just tries to roll it under the wall.
Mafeka headed away.
Hopes that Seattle wall jumps and he's able to just put it under their feet.
Kasipli from the circle maintains the possession, and here comes Reno into the attack right to left. 0-0, 51st. Sent in. Francis knocks it out. Comes back to 1868 Kasipli. Partita wide of the circle. The halfway line, Carroll. Glancing pass. A little shove there for Mafeka, but he's able to cleat it back to a teammate. Now sent over the far side line, and that's off 1868. Throw in for Seattle in their defensive third. I was almost dangerous when it rolled away from the wall on the free kick 19 yards out, because if you get the right carom, then all of a sudden it's a breakaway.
Yeah,
you got to be careful.
After a goal line scramble with that many players in the wall, you can get a fortunate rebound and have a completely different angle for a shot.
Van Avik with a nice pass in front. Mafeka back of the arc, left booted. Ooh, nice crossover there into the area, right side. Crossing effort to no one, coming through to the near side.
And Mafeka started this half so well, getting the ball at his feet, taking people on, doing what he does best. I think the introduction of Brian Brown has played a huge role in that. Both the two of them showing great chemistry early on.
52nd minute, 0-0. Left-booted ball to the top of the area. Goes over Brown. Seattle rolls it back out to the midfield circle. Estrada. Now this is Carter. That yellow card a few minutes ago was on Norbonne. That's the third on the Seattle side, and now we have a foul.
Yeah, Kevin Partita tries to press Ray Sorry there, takes him out, bit of a foul. That's what Partita does. He tries to win the ball back. He's so much energy there in the middle of the field, constantly harassing the opposition midfielders.
Carter rolls it back. This lateral passing on the back line here. Carter back to Narbonne. Right booted ball sent to the far side in the attacking third. Wide of the area left. Scoots away from Hines. Lights in full effect now. Almost total night sky. Just a little bit of daylight in view to the west. But a good one here. A hard-fought match in downtown Reno. Into the second half. In the 53rd, it's scoreless. We talked about physicality at halftime. Well, maybe Seattle is trying to force the issue with some physicality here.
Yeah, I mean, when you introduce someone like Brian Brown, it becomes more of a physical battle. So you're going to see a lot more battling, especially between the Seattle center backs, both of whom which are on a yellow card.
Backline possession for Reno. Morel, left-booted ball sent from halfway, sent back to Morel, heads it across. And bandied about in the neutral third, but won by Seattle 2. Here's Sari. Sari through the circle. In front. Bounding ball in front of the circle, one back again. This is Hopiau. Pushed back. Said Hopiau's name a bunch in this one. Airborne ball diagonally over the circle to the near side. At the halfway line, Ulysses. Again, patience from S2. Brown trying to force the action defensively, but here's an attacking dribble, and now it's knocked away. That was a good head of steam there from Narbonne, but here come the counterattack from 1868.
Yeah, dangerous run from Narbonne, and now Reno are looking to capitalize.
Heel pass, and Avik sends it over. It deflects off. Great heel pass there.
Yeah,
from Marie.
Excellent counterattack from the beginning after Seth Kasipli wins that ball from Narbonne. They're able to work it to the wing, and great little heel ball from Marie. Leaves it for Jerry Van Avik.
Kasipli setting up in the northwest quadrant here. A corner kick in the 55th. Kasipli with a right boot. This will swing away from the goal line. He lofts it right in front of the 6-yard box. It's headed out defensively, coming towards the circle. Partita. Partita chips it away from the onrushing Hines. Sends it down wide of the area right. And that one is across the line. A goal kick coming for Seattle 2. 56th minute. And 0-0. Seattle steams into the neutral third. Sorry from the halfway line. Tries to bend it to the left side. Knocked away. Maria's there. Tackled away. Estrada keeping the pressure up. Now Francis attacking from the wing diagonally. Near the area. Sends it into the area. Heel pass to no one. Maybe an extra pass there as they tried to send it back from the area. Now over the near side. And a throw in for Seattle.
Yeah, I think Nick Hines was just a little surprised to see that pop up to him there. Reno can't quite get the same counterattack they had a moment ago. Try to send Brian Brown into the channel. But Brown's the kind of striker who wants it to his feet. He doesn't want to run in behind. It's not his skill set.
Van Avik hooks it over. Coming to the middle now. Brown, back of the arc. Right side Reno. Into the area, knocked away. That was Marie. Now Brown on the wing right. Right on the corner of the area. Left-booted ball through to the far side, and he hammers it. It's going to the touchline far side, throw in Seattle deep in their own end.
Yeah, and Brown's not the person you want putting in those crosses. You want him on the receiving end. Drifts off to that left side, is able to get the ball for a cross, but poor in the end from the Jamaican.
Seattle thrown in down deep on the far side. Pressure here. A lot of blue shirts on the pressing side defensively of halfway. 7 of the 10 still on the attacking side. Now they fall back a bit. Do you want to see more pressing out of 1868?
I definitely want to see more pressing out of 1868.
Oh, they win it away.
I think when they've pressed, they've forced Seattle's back line into mistakes and have been able to capitalize on them. I also think that Seattle hasn't been that much of a danger in behind. They've been a danger when they've been able to keep a slow possession game and then look for a cross. But you want to force the issue against them. You want to force them to make mistakes. You want to defend higher up the field rather than let them have so much of the ball.
Far side, just across the area. Francis rolls it, sent back out. Seattle still has it from the arc. Turning around, winding up, sending it in. Hopiau headed away. Hopiau sliding after it. Marie's got it. Marie for 1868. Right to left attacks Reno. Ball in front, head of steam right side, knocked away. That was Marie charging in right side of the area, and Narbonne again. 59th minute, 0-0, throw in far side, halfway line, Reno possession. Just on the backside of the circle, they reverse it to the near side. Morrell astride the halfway line near the touchline. Rolling diagonal pass into the attacking third, right at the top of it. Brown, back of the arc, left-footed ball, too tall.
Yeah, Brown able to find a little bit of pocket of space between the midfield and defense and lets one fly, but can't quite get over it there.
So Brian Brown, too tall. Callie Brown, the goal kick. Do not confuse your Browns. S2 with the Callie Brown, the big goalie. Directing traffic, you see him there. What's he barking about? Sends it to the left of the circle. Skipping all the way through to the Reno area. And one away on the far side, and Jigian. Ball rolling for a touchline into the attacking third. And Mafeka gives chase, but now Brown has it again. Brown rolls it near the spot. Blasted with the right boot. Wide of the circle. Headed the other way. 50-50 ball won by 1868. Squirts into the Seattle half. Narbonne. Sorry. Touch pass. Far side touchline. Francis. But moving up to win it away.
And good initial passing from Seattle to get out of that press before Francis's heavy touch. And now Reno have it.
Van Avik. Goal!
And Jerry Van Avik with the screamer at the top of the box. After Reno are able to win the ball and find the quick counter, Reno finds Jerry Van Avik there. Van Avik lets one fly with the right-footed volley, and there's nothing Callie Brown could do about that. Fantastic finish from the Dutchman.
First goal of the year. Van Avik in the 60th and 1-0, 1868.
Yeah, and Jerry Van Avik, someone who just hasn't quite kicked on, hasn't shown all his talent he does possess, because he's such an incredible player. Orange County's best player last year. Now he's starting to show it in this second half. He's been the most dangerous player, the second shot of the game since coming on at halftime, and what a shot it was.
Boy, you said it, Colin. Nothing Callie Brown could do about that.
No, I mean, he lets that one fly across his body into Callie Brown's right-hand side. Now we see the introduction of Felix Chankum for Lamar Nagel. Lamar Nagel's day is done at the hour mark. Felix Chankum with 4 goals and 8 appearances for Seattle will look to add an offensive spark, something that Seattle have been missing in the second half.
Chankum wears 99 in white. And now down a goal We'll see if S2's leading scorer can bring his prowess to bear in this match as this one squibs over the far side. The goal line. Also be interesting to see if Seattle changes their attack, if they are as patient now down 1-0.
Yeah, I think you're going to see them try to force the issue a little more, try to get in behind early, especially with the pace of Felix Chenkum. Lamar Nagel's not the paciest of players, so they're going to try to get balls in behind for Chenkum to run onto. Different kind of battle for the two center backs, Janjigian and Carroll.
Rolling ball to the far side goal line, in front looking for Chenkum, chipped away, far side touch line. Down on that goal line, that was Hines trying to chip it back for Chenkum.
Yeah, clever ball from Hines. Sees Chenkum's run backwards, but Carroll sniffs the danger and makes a crucial interception.
1-0 Reno, 63rd. Francis trying to corkscrew past a couple of markers, instead retreating pass to Callie Brown, the goalie in front of the area. Back to the neutral third for Seattle. Francis. Fans, watch to get exclusive video content and photography from across the USL. Make sure to follow the league's official Instagram account at USL Soccer. Left-booted ball from back of the line. Chenkum gets airborne, heads it up to midfield. Rafeka knocks it down, comes to Brown, center of the pitch. Brown being manhandled, rolls it into the area, and Callie Brown scoops it up in the 6-yard box.
Yeah, and Carter knows that Jerry Van Avik wants to bring that back onto his right foot, and Avik should have just let it fly with his left, but tries to bring it back in to try and curl it into the far post. Dealt with well from Seattle.
Hard to argue with that right boot, though.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
Yeah. We saw what it could do a moment ago.
60th minute, that's the difference in the match. It's 1-0 Reno. Van Avik with his first goal of the season.
Look at Kevin Partita, has not stopped running this whole 64 minutes. So much energy in the midfield from him.
Chip touches it down. Here's a chance of the equalizer, but it's up over the roof.
Yeah, able to find a little bit of space and let one fly, but just over Marcinkowski's crossbar there.
65th and 1-0 1868. Right-booted blast just across the crossbar.
Yeah, and Hopia, who's looked dangerous in the second half. Hadn't seen a lot of him in the first, but looks way more dynamic in the second half, running at the Reno defenders, trying to get shots off.
Yeah, he was kind of a cog in the wheel in the possession in the first half. He's a little more assertive in the second.
Yeah, I think with Denzo Ulysses not pushing up as much, Shannon Opiao has a little more room to run.
Chenkum forcing the issue. Ball in the area left. Now a shot over the crossbar. Foul outside of the area. Well, this will be a set piece just left of the arc.
How about that block from, I believe it was Zach Carroll there, to that run in behind from Zach Hines.
Good look at an equalizing opportunity here for Seattle 2, left of the arc, 66th minute, 1-0, 1868. Van Avik with the right boot in the 60th, the difference in the match.
Yeah. Ray Sari and Zach Hines standing over this ball along with Felix Chenkum. You'd think Zach Hines would want it with his sweet left foot, but it's more of a right-footed shot.
6-man wall, 7-man wall. Let's see. Reno picks up their first yellow. That's Hines. This is like 22 yards. It's even with the top of the arc and left of it. Maybe a little under.
This is a good angle for a shot here. Is Harry Ship.
Wide.
great low effort. The inside of the boot from Harry Ship, but doesn't curl quite enough to beat Marcinkowski there. Marcinkowski will be relieved to watch it go the other side of the post.
Now Ship is off, and coming on for Seattle is Jesse Daly out of Brisbane.
And you would think that's instructions from Brian Schmetzer and the first team. Give them both an hour of a run out. Don't give them the full 90 minutes. Get the two of them, Lamar Nagel and Harry Ship, fit for what's to come for Seattle.
So Daly for Ship. 1-0 Reno, 68th minute now. Ball over the near side touchline. Throw in for 1868, Morel. Van Avek can't elude all the markers at the halfway line, and here's Sari, right of the circle, punches it right side, but he's denied, and Mafeka takes it away. Mafeka rolls it for Brown, dashing into the attack. He's right of the arc, into the area, winds up, shoots, and a great block, and it's sent over the far side line. Marvelous play by Narbonne.
Yeah, great block from Narbonne. I thought he would try to overcommit on Brian Brown's left-hand side since Brian Brown is left-footed, but Brian Brown lets it fly with his right, and Narbonne blocks it well.
Simply for Brown. Partita left-footed ball into the area right side. Scramble for it. Centering effort through the 6-yard box to the corner near side. Van Avek keeps it right in front of the flag. Van Avek hooks it in. Headed away. That was Carter trying to clear it out. Chenkum trying to bash it through to the circle. Left side, Daly trying to push it up. Scoots over the far sideline. Throw in Seattle in their own end. 69th minute, 1-0, 1868. Kasipley was the recipient of Reno's first yellow in that 65th minute foul a couple of minutes ago, and now another whistle and a foul. Do not see a yellow coming here.
Yeah, an excellent hold-up play from Felix Chenkum. Earned the foul there, allow Seattle to push their lines up. That's what the hold-up striker like Chenkum, that's what he does, is he holds up the ball, lets runners go through, lets the whole team push up, and then they're able, as a team, to be further up the field.
Sari serves it from the circle into the attacking third, far side wing, moving laterally. Francis pushes it wider on that wing left. Back to Francis. Attacking in the area. Partita is there. It's over the line. Corner coming here for Seattle. Seattle sets up shop in the northeast quadrant. This is Sari. 1-0, 1868 in the 70th. Sari uses the right boot. This will swing towards the goal. Everybody bunched up in the 6-yard box. A low line driver and a one-timer punched away.
Oh, what a save by JT Marcinkowski. Felix Chenkum gets great contact. Fantastic left-footed volley at the penalty area. And Marcinkowski with an incredible reflex save. As we've seen in the weeks gone by, Marcinkowski has that in his locker. What amazing reflexes.
Another corner coming in. Chenkum, airborne, then sent to the near side. Seattle still on the attack. Right side. Daly, right boot, in front, headed back out. Daly again, top of the area. Left-footed pass, header, and the equalizer.
Oh, and a great ball across. This time for David Estrada, and David Estrada is able to slip into the blind side of Brent Richards. Good ball in from Mickey Daly. Brent Richards is caught sleeping, and David Estrada on the far post is able to head it past Marcinkowski, and it's all square here again in Reno.
Level at 1 in the 71st. Estrada. For Estrada, that's his 4th goal. That ties him with Chenkum for the team lead. All right, the plot really thickening now. 72nd minute, level at 1. Van Avek, who had the first Reno goal. Left-booted effort too tall from the top of the area from Mafeka.
Yeah, Mafeka just gets completely under the ball there, tries to curl it first time into that left-hand post, but just can't quite make the right contact.
That effort from Callie Brown just floats over the far side line. Hands the ball, hands possession to 1868, and they throw it in on the Seattle side of halfway. Right on the boundary of the outside, the far side boundary of the area, and making a fake and then letting it go by over the line is Marcinkowski.
Yeah, clever from Marcinkowski there. Once again, a lot of defenders would have just cleared that.
Ball over the near side line. Van Avek was after it. Throw in Seattle in their own end. Here's Sari, wide of his own area. And Reno pressing here. Sent into the midfield circle. Carroll. Right side, Marie. Partita. Back to Carroll. And a whistle. Foul going against Seattle. Middle of the pitch. And they get it going quick here. Coming to the near side, Van Avek on the wing, and he draws two markers. Morel trying to dash through, lost it. Counterattack, Seattle.
Clever from Ulysses here, and he's able to get the ball back again on the right-hand side.
Ulysses starts right, goes left, moving laterally with the top of the box, parallel to it. Now back out for Sari. Carter, Estrada, Carter. On the far side, Narbonne. Level at 1 in the 74th. Pirouetting move on the far side. Francis sends it across, and it scoots over the far side of the play goal line.
Yeah, and it looks like Ian Russell's going to push for a second goal as Mo Chow gets ready to come onto the field. Mo Chow was excellent against Sacramento Republic last weekend, had a goal and assist in that come from behind victory in Sacramento. Looks like it's Lindo Mafeka who will come off. You imagine that Mo Chow will be next to Brian Brown. They'll play with two strikers. Maybe go into a traditional 4-4-2.
Chow on for Mafeka. 75th and level at 1, and a collision and a foul. And that's against Seattle.
Yeah, just barreled into the back of Brian Brown there.
Sipley serves it wide of the area right side. Richards in front, punched up, coming out the near side and over the line. 1868 will throw it in down deep. Morel. Chow. Right-booted ball. Gobbled up right at the top of the 6-yard box by Brown.
Yeah, Chow tries to find that run from Paul Marie there. Just doesn't quite get it right and gives it into the hands of Brown there.
76th, level at 1 here at Greater Nevada Field. Colin Tabor, John Ramey with you. Van Avek in the 60th to put 1868 in front. Estrada with the equalizer in the 71st for Seattle 2. Here's Daly trying to weave, and then he rolls it out far side. Seattle in the attacking half. Now into the attacking third. In the corner, near the boundary of the area, they roll it back out Estrada. Reversal to the near side wing. Ulysses. Popiao in front, now back out to Carter. Nearly astride the halfway line on the near side. They get back to level at 1, they can really afford to be patient. Remember when they fell behind 1-0, we asked if that would be a plot development.
Yeah, I think Seattle will be happy trying to hold out for a draw, trying to keep possession, not allow Reno chances on the break. They're going to want to make sure that they are not too expansive with their possession, though, as we see both Ulysses and Waylon Francis both pretty high up the pitch. Now with Mo Chow and Brian Brown up top, Reno can be dangerous on the counter, and that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for their opportunity to win the ball and spring the likes of Brown and Cho.
Bounding ball towards the goal line and over the line. Goal kick in the 78th here. 1868, 2 points out of the last playoff spot in the West. You know what a victory would mean then.
Yeah, they'll be looking for 3 points here at Greater Nevada Field, a place they haven't had much success in this season.
Ball in the center of the pitch, but sweeping through to put out the fire momentarily is Ulysses. Ball over the far side line. Reno throws into the attacking third far side. Chow.
I think it's important for Reno to establish this place as a home fortress like it was last year.
Left-footed ball to the top. Header, save. Brown snares that one. Shot on goal. 1-1 as we cross into the 79th.
Last year, I believe Reno had 3 home losses all season. This year, 3 home losses in their first 5 games. So they want to establish the fortress this place was last year, Greater Nevada Field.
It was a party here last year.
It was.
Absolute party.
Scoring goals for fun.
Fireworks.
Here's Felix Chankum.
Chankum right boot. Oh, misdirected. Wide of the post.
And another big save from JT Marcinkowski. Janjigian gives Chankum a little bit too much room there. Chankum's allowed to take that shot, and Marcinkowski is able to tip that in for another corner.
Boy, he stays calm under fire, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's such a fantastic goalkeeper. San Jose Earthquakes organization has to be very happy about him, looking long-term to be their goalkeeper for the years to come.
Corner coming for Seattle Northeast Quadrant. Estrada, who had the equalizer in the 71st. We're in the 80th now. Level at 1. Sends it into the fray. A little one-handed punching effort, but the ball rolls over the goal line on the near side. Corner coming.
Yeah, Marcinkowski misreads that a little bit. He would want more solid contact on that, but is able just to get enough to put it away for another corner kick.
We mentioned next Saturday USL action, but this Wednesday, the 23rd at 7:30, U.S. Open Cup Round 3 against Sacramento Republic.
Yeah, and Sacramento Republic, the team that knocked Reno 1868 out of U.S. Open Cup last year, but in league play, Reno is undefeated against their close rivals on the other side of the Sierras.
Headed out far side, and a corner kick coming again on the northeast quadrant now. Keep up to date with all of the best social media from around the league as Kelsey Steele hosts Off the Post every Friday through the league's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram feeds. Corner, corner, corner here, and not a corner, a throw-in this time. So 2 corners and a throw-in, but right on the attacking goal line for Seattle. 81st, level at 1. Bounding ball for touchline. Blasted out of there by Sari. Sari just hit a home run.
Yeah, sorry, just sent that one into the Truckee River.
Yeah. Gisipli back of the circle, rolls it to the near side. Janjigian. Morel astride the halfway line of the near touch line. Van Avek, retreating dribble right on that near touch line. Possession in the Reno half of the field for 1868. Airborne lateral pass to the far side. Marie drawing markers and threading the needle out of the traffic. Right side.
Good combination from Reno to find Mo Chow. Gets a little nutmeg there, but
That's
well.
over the line. That
Yeah.
should be, oh.
Yeah, I think a little push in the back of Waylon Francis there from Mo Chow.
First nutmeg of the match.
Yeah, I think so.
82nd, level at 1. Find out which teams are hitting peak performance in the USL every Monday afternoon when the USLsoccer.com power rankings are released. See where your team sits after its most recent results. USLsoccer.com power rankings every Monday afternoon. Ulysses attacking right wing. Estrada. Estrada trying to go back to Ulysses. Dispossessed by 1868.
And Kevin Partita with the second nutmeg of the night there. Skip past Estrada.
Marie with a head of steam into the attack right side, working on Francis. Marie on the wing, wide of the area. Tries to blast it in, Francis. On the side of the body block. Right-booted ball in front, and Chow couldn't really attack there.
Yeah, dangerous ball from Kevin Partita. I think the Seattle defender thought he was lining up a shot. Scored from a similar position on his home debut against Oklahoma City Energy. This time tries to cross it to Mo Chow. Just a little bit out of his reach there, but good idea from the Northern Nevada native, Kevin Partita.
Boomed away by Callie Brown. Here's Chow. Swing it to the right side, the far side. Brown. Brown moves with an unmistakable physicality.
Yeah, he's so good at protecting the ball, drawing defenders towards him. Once they have 2 or 3 trying to push off, then he's able to release the ball for players to have space. He's very good at that. Such a physical presence. Also very good dribbler on the ball too.
Reno wins it away. Centering effort, knocked down. Ball over the line. 1868 throws it in. Marie. Now Marie gives way to Richards. Throwing it in. He's not 8 yards off the goal line. 85th minute, level at 1. He heaves it in. Headed away, Francis. Center of the pitch. Chenkum after it. But Reno's got it again. Janj again. Left-booted ball to the circle. Sipley, reversal. They went near side and quickly back far side, just kind of circumnavigating the midfield circle and forcing Seattle to react.
Yeah, they're looking for holes in this Seattle press, trying to find space between the lines to give the ball to Mo Chow or Brian Brown defeat.
Bounding ball near side, Morel. Van Avek. Rolling through to the near side post. Brown is in front of it.
Yeah, clever ball there from Jerry Van Avek. Try to find Mo Chow's run. Just once again, just a little bit too much for Mo Chow to get onto. I'm not quite sure if he knew that's what Jerry Van Avek's intention was there.
86th, level at 1. Ooh, that one hops over Francis. Throw in Reno. Well, they lose it. Estrada pushes it across. Chenkum. Daly goes left side. Here they come on the attack, Estrada. He had the equalizer in the 71st. Trying to pass through, but Kasipley wins it away. Kasipley sends it over the line. Here's a chance. Down the center of the pitch. And to the top of the box. Brown dives to deny Chow.
And huge from Brown there. Mo Chow's able to slip behind the Seattle defense. Takes a big heavy touch, but is able to run onto it. But Brown on the top of the box sniffs out the danger.
Foul on 1868.
But great run there from Mo Chow. He's so dangerous at the end of games when legs are starting to tire. Ian Russell knows he can bring him in, and he's the kind of guy who will cause havoc, will make something happen. Sometimes just through sheer force of will.
87th, level at 1. Chow with an explosive attack there, but Callie Brown smothering it right in the arc. Kasipli, dangerous ball. Uh-oh, right-booted ball, save.
Oh, Marcinkowski puts Kasipli under a lot of pressure there. Kasipli, uncharacteristic of him to give the ball away, but gives it right to Shandon Hopiau. And Hopiau's effort is not enough to get past Marcinkowski, who'll be relieved to grab that one.
Here comes Chow. Chow fighting Carter, keeps his feet, knocked away by the second defender. Narbonne from the goal line, chips it out. Partita after it. Reno keeps it in the attack.
Yeah, Mo Chow causing danger once again.
Brown from the arc, looking for Chow, spinning, facing, hesitating. Bounding ball over the line. Corner kick in the 88th.
I think Narbonne can be a little relieved. There was a slight tangle of legs between him and Mo Chow. Some other strikers would have gone down in that instance. Mo Chow doesn't. Now we have a Reno corner.
Northwest quadrant. 88th minute, level at 1. Kasipli with the right boot. This will swing away from the goal.
Looks like a bit of a problem here for Sakari Carter, I believe it is, on the ground. Seattle have no defenders on the bench. Defending a corner late on, this can't be good for them. Even if he is fit to come back on, he's gonna have to come off the field for the corner since he received treatment.
Carter coming off.
This will be a good opportunity for Reno to capitalize. Seattle losing their center back for this corner. Reno sending numbers forward.
Kasipli. Carroll.
Oh, and the Battleborn Brigade thought that one was in. Zach Carroll on the far post. His header just hits the top of the net there, just over the crossbar. But a great opportunity for Reno. Now Carter sees the field again.
90th minute. Kasipli put that right where it needed to be.
Yeah, in the end, higher than I originally thought.
But for Carroll, an unimpeded header.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're all bunched in like that, to just get the clear look is remarkable.
It really is. And now Reno with two great opportunities off corners, one at the end of the first half, now one at the end of the second half. They'll be hoping for a couple more chances as we go into stoppage time.
Carter, as you hear the announcement, into stoppage now.
Yeah, and David Olson coming in as a makeshift center back, the winger. Interesting. I mean, the lack of center back options is basically all they could do, though.
Brown. Shot knocked away. Now Van Avek in the area, hesitating. Swings it, headed away.
Yeah, and Van Avek just takes too much time on the ball there. After a great shot from Paul Marie.
3 minutes of stoppage. Level at 1. Chenkum pursuing down into the Reno end, but hooked out for Van Avek. Stride the halfway line on the near side. Lateral airborne ball to the far side. Brown, chest trap. Marie. Back to Brown in the attacking third. Approaching the arc for Marie. Marie! And now Brown, Callie Brown, dives on it to stop the threat.
Yeah, and you can see Brian Brown communicating with Paul Marie. He wanted him to leave that for Jerry Van Avik's trailing run in the far post. Excellent vision from Brian Brown to try to find him, but Paul Marie's not on the same page, and his heavy touch takes it into Callie Brown.
A little overrun there, and Estrada tries to push it away, but Reno has possession at the halfway line. Now pursuit from Seattle as that ball rolled through the circle, but the Blue bring it across right to left in the attack. Morrell, lateral ball in front of the circle. Swing it to the right side, too long, and it's over the touch line. Level at 1 in stoppage time. 93rd minute. Narbonne being pressed, bangs it out of there. Estrada wins it away from Kisipli. Still approaching halfway, far side. Chenkum loses it. Reno has it in their half. Left-booted ball off the mark over the touchline at halfway. Level at 1. Boy, you nailed it. Seattle not really forcing the issue once they got level.
No, they're happy to walk away here with a point. A well-deserved point, I think. Hard fought from them. It's not over yet, though. Reno might have time for one last opportunity. Zach Carroll's going to look to send this into the box.
Time of the essence.
Referee's going to let this one last play transpire.
Bounding ball in the area. Narbonne with a left boot, sending it to the far touchline. There it is.
Yeah, and we see this game end all square between Reno 1868 and Seattle Sounders 2, both with a hard-fought draw here at Greater Nevada Field.
So Reno goes to 3-3-5, and Sounders 2-6-2. A draw at 1. It was Van Avek in the 60th for 1868 to get him up 1-0. And then the equalizer in the 71st from Estrada. His 4th goal of the year to tie him with Felix Chenkum atop the scoring category for Seattle 2. It was the equalizer, and this one ends level at 1.
Yeah, and we'll be right back for the second half highlights along with the post-match recap.
All right, we'll be back. Stay with us. A 1-1 draw here at Greater Nevada Field. Seattle Sounders 2 getting the equalizer after Reno had gone in front in the 60th minute. Colin Tabor, John Ramey with you as we wrap this one up. It was scoreless through intermission, and then a second half substitution. Jerry Van Avik struck in the 60th to put Reno up 1-0, and it was a beautiful ball.
Yeah, and that ball from Kevin Partita put it across for Jerry Van Avik, and Van Avik lets it fly out with a right-footed volley. Fantastic goal from the Dutchman. Open up his goal-scoring tally in the USL for Reno 1868.
And to beat Callie Brown, as we see the equalizer here in the 74th by Estrada. The lone goal for S2, and this one level at 1 at the end. But we saw really two wonderful goalie performances tonight, and both sides with just the one scoring tally. I mean, Mersenkowski wasn't perfect. He was about as close as you can be.
Yeah, Marcinkowski and Brown can both hold their heads high after their performances tonight. Two of them with outstanding saves. Brown with some outstanding interventions, especially for Mo Chow's breakaway there towards the end of the game.
It felt like Ian Russell was pushing all the right buttons late. It just never coalesced in that explosive go-ahead tally late in the second stanza.
Ian Russell's 3 substitutions today were fantastic. Brian Brown, Jerry Van Avik, and Mo Chow were so influential in that second half. Van Avik with the goal, Brian Brown with the hold-up play, and Mo Chow really laid on, tried to make things happen.
All right, come check out Reno 1868 Wednesday, May 23rd, taking on Sacramento Republic. That's at 7:30 right here at Greater Nevada Field. I want to thank Colin Tabor. Thanks for shepherding me through this. Pinch hitting for Alex Margulies. Alex on assignment. He'll be back for the next broadcast, but I had a ball. This was awesome, and really appreciated it. So thanks for all your help, and this is a great experience, and it's a great side, and I'm excited for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you tonight out here, John.
All right, Colin Tabor, great job. Thanks to our outstanding crew. This is John Ramey for Alex Margulies. Once again, 1-1, a draw, 1868 and Sounders 2. So long, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.